Each week when we gather at the table, and monthly when we gather around the communion table in Sunday morning worship, we always have some words and rituals that combine to remind us of the way that Jesus met his disciples at the Last Supper. It can feel like a really high church ritualistic experience to walk through the communion liturgy. That's the rhythm of the words and scriptures that we share to give meaning to what we do at the table. We do so to remember Jesus' work with his disciples. We also remember communion, some people call it Eucharist, because we think it's like performance art. It's not only an accessible way for us to meet Jesus and each other at the table, but it's also an opportunity for us to remember what's most important. Now, because it's quiet, a lot of times it's very prayerful, and it can feel like a really high church ritual experience. Sometimes we can forget that at its core, it was Jesus sitting around with his rowdy friends, eating at the table. As we've been walking through a series, What's the Point? We talked this week about what the point of eating together is. Certainly, there are the more ritualistic experiences of eating together, like our communion gatherings. But there's also the informal things. Eating lunch while you're trying to keep your kids from kicking underneath the table, gathering with a friend that you haven't seen for a really long time, meeting somebody new at a potluck here at church and hearing their story. We do that not just because it's nice to not eat alone, but because we think in gathering and in meeting together, in eating and sharing life around a table, something happens in us. We get transformed beyond the capacity to articulate. We have our hearts and our minds changed by seeing Jesus in the face of one another. N.T. Wright, one of my favorite theologians, says when Jesus was gathered with the disciples at the Last Supper and he needed to figure out how to help them understand what was coming with his death and his resurrection, he didn't give them a metaphor or a theory. He gave them a meal. When we gather and we eat together, there's something beautiful and holy even in the mundane. As we see our neighbor across the table, and as we do something as mundane as eating meals, we also are changed. We eat together to be seen and known, to see and know each other, and to be reminded of the power of community when God brings us together. And so this week, I hope that every morsel and crumb that you eat at a meal, every time you have a chance to look across the table at somebody else, you know there's something deeply holy and meaningful in gathering and in sharing and in being together. What's the point? The point is transformation and a chance to see God at work. Amen.
Trees clap their hands for you, ocean